So we were walking to school.
I started thinking about lunch. Mom packed me turkey and cheese.
She's
I really
smart.
want cheese pizza.
Sometimes her mind wanders.
We should have a sleepover.
I remember saying, Laura?
I think I heard Mom say something.
The sign says don't walk.
Sometimes it's so overwhelming.
I really hope she doesn't
I
have
really
another
hope I
bad
don't
day
have
at
another
school
bad day at
today.
school today.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. Go to understood.org, a free online resource with support and tools to help your child thrive.
That's Austria.
Hey, what's up? How are you? I love your blog. Hey, girls, I said hi. Thank you. Pakistan, 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 Pakistan. Oh, okay.
Flags? Yeah, we'll use the flag.
There we go. Great. Vande Mataram! Vande Mataram! Bharat Mata ki!
О, Грузия, Ростов. Молодец. Jamar Jaba, Dicho. Jamar Jaba. Jamar Jaba, Dicho.
And I'd like to introduce you to Ashley Fulton from Hawkins School. And the Hawkins School is the delegation that represents and takes care of the American Cultural Garden. So here's Ashley Fulton to sing our national anthem, if you'd all please rise.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let's give a big thank you to the Cleveland Police Department Ceremonial Unit under the direction of Deborah Cabot. Thank you so much. And a special thanks to Ashley Fulton for that wonderful national anthem. Thank you so much, Ashley. And we'll move quickly through the ceremony because we want you to get out to the gardens. They're all working today. There's representatives in every garden, so you need to get around. There's transportation. There's ethnic food and dance and music. And we hope you learn something about each other's cultures. Our motto is peace through mutual understanding. And this is one of the days where you can learn a lot about the other cultures in Cleveland. And next, I'd like to introduce to you our new president, Dr. Weil Curry.
Thank you very much, Sheila. Sheila led the organization for many years, and she's done a great job. And she's in charge of One World Day this year. This is the biggest year ever for One World Day, and we're going to make it better and bigger every year. I want to thank you all for being here today. This is the United States. This is the country that was built by generations of immigrants from all over the world. And this is Cleveland, the best city in the country for openness. The city that hugs all the people from all around the world to be part of this texture and this energy that we're seeing in Cleveland. And this is Ohio, the best state in the country. I want to salute Mr. John D. Rockefeller, who was the philanthropist who donated this land to the city over 100 years ago with his vision to honor and represent the ethnic international communities in the state and in the city. I want to salute the Cleveland Cultural Garden Federation, who carried the charge of running this organization and running this area for over 100 years. Generations of volunteers and leaders who carried the organization to reach this stage that you're seeing all around you. There is nothing like the Cleveland Cultural Gardens in the country and in the world. I want to salute the city of Cleveland. The city of Cleveland has been dedicated, committed to growing the garden, to preserve the garden, to beautify the garden. They invested heavily in this infrastructure of the garden, and they are committed for the future of the gardens. I want to salute the hundreds and thousands of volunteers in all the international communities who took care of their gardens over the years, building it, beautifying it, digging the dirt and putting flowers in the dirt and growing it, putting statues of their notables from all the countries of the world. We have 32 active gardens now, and with the help of the mayor, we like to have, there is a list of 15 new communities asking for gardens, and with the help of the mayor and the city, we hope to make it a reality in the future. I want to thank the team who organized this event today, led by Sheila Crawford. Sheila, stand up. I want to recognize Johnny Wu, who is in charge of all the details and the logistics and the programming and all the efforts. I want to salute Tom Turkley and Asim Data and Dan and Debbie Hansen. They're everywhere. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing this day, glorious day. Enjoy the day. Feel the energy with all the communities. Listen to their music, dance with them, taste their food, and have a great day. We want the new generation of the international communities to commit to this area, to commit to these gardens for the future generation of this place. Thank you for being here.
Well, you can tell we're going to have great leadership. So Be sure you sign on to the gardens and help and volunteer. We'll make them stronger than ever. Thank you so much. And a good part of that is the wonderful city of Cleveland and all that they've done to support the gardens. And next, I'd like to introduce the man behind that, Mayor Jackson.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you. Thank you. You know, I want to really welcome and congratulate all of the new citizens to the United States. And I want to really thank you for wanting to be part of this country. I really do. Because the diversity of this nation and the diversity of this city is what makes us strong. So that means that you make us strong. So thank you very much. Thank you. I want to also recognize the 72nd Annual One World Day and congratulate the Cultural Garden and its committee for all the work that they do. This would not be possible without a lot of hard work from a lot of people. So should I do it with the new president or both?
Past and present.
Past and present. So I want to present this proclamation, and it is on behalf of the citizens of the city of Cleveland. I'm honored to offer this proclamation designating August 27, 2017 as One World Day in the city of Cleveland. Congratulations. They couldn't hear me, but I can't repeat it. Well, thank you very much. Thank you.
And now we have some special dignitaries in the audience that I'd like to recognize. We have Ingrida Bublis, who's the Honorary Consul of the Republic of Lithuania. Here she is right up front, and a great supporter of the Cultural Gardens and the Lithuanian Garden. And we have August Pust, who is the ethnic advisor in the past to mayors and senators and governors and even presidents. August Pust has been a real sponsor for the Cultural Gardens.
God bless America.
Thank you, August. And Andrei Rode, the Consul General of the Republic of Slovenia, is here in the crowd. And also Diana Thimig, the Honorary Consul from the Republic of Germany. So let's give them a round of applause for coming today and thanking us. And next we're going to move into the naturalization ceremony. But before we do that, I just want to make sure of two things. One, that we thank all the delegates of the different nationalities. There's 30 of them. Each garden has 2 delegates and an alternate. And they attend meetings almost every month, and they work round the clock to make sure each garden looks its best. So when you see them, be sure you thank them for their service. We are 101 years now of volunteers who have been running these gardens. And next year, we hope you will come and see our Centennial Peace Plaza, which will be right where you're standing. It's the dream of ours. We're working really hard to raise funds. If you stop in the Federation tent back here, you'll see some drawings of renderings of what we hope it's going to look like. And hopefully next year you'll be right here in this beautiful plaza that all of us in the city and the Cultural Gardens can use in the future. So without further ado, I'd like to thank those volunteers and those delegates. I'd like to thank you for your support and continue. We all need your help. And now we'll move on to the naturalization ceremony with the Honorable Judge Solomon Oliver.
Good afternoon. What a great time, what a great day, and what a great occasion to be doing a naturalization ceremony. And what a great day to celebrate One World Day. Clearly, One World Day reminds all of us how interconnected we all are in this world, how much the world is interdependent on people from various countries. But more than that, it reminds us that right here in Cleveland, that we have a tradition of having people from around the world who come together and who work to make this city the best that it can be. And to be right here among these cultural gardens and statues that have been built over the years in testament to that kind of diversity is just wonderful. And so I'm just so pleased, so delighted to be part of this ceremony. Now I have here with me some persons from the court and also from the Immigration and Naturalization Service that are assisting in this ceremony. I have Nikki Woodford from the clerk's office of the U.S. District Court. I have my courtroom deputy, Sharon Ramito, here with me assisting. And I have my judicial assistant assisting a little bit, Ms. Betty Reinhardt. My wife came along, but they decided they didn't need her to do anything special, but she's here to support me. Now I call on Ms. Virginia Small at this time from the Immigration and Naturalization Service to see whether or not she has a motion for me to grant on behalf of these citizens. So Ms. Small, will you come forward, please?
Your Honor, I now present you 25 candidates that has applied to become citizens of the United States. Each of the candidates has been interviewed by an officer of Citizenship and Immigration Services. Your Honor, I recommend that these candidates be administered the oath of allegiance, thereby admitting them to United States citizens.
Thank you, Ms. Small. It's my pleasure to grant your motion that those persons, 26, who are seeking citizenship here today, be granted citizenship. And of course, we'll go through the proceeding and the process where we'll swear them in a few minutes. I think it's important for you to have some sense of how really broad the representation is in terms of countries, of people who will become citizens here today. We have 26 persons who are seeking to become citizens, and they're from 17 different countries. They are from the Philippines, from Greece, from China, from Bhutan, from the Ukraine, from Vietnam, from Bulgaria, from Ethiopia, from Albania, from South Africa, from India, from the United Kingdom, from Bosnia-Herzegovina, from Israel, from Canada, from Egypt, from Sudan. And those are the countries. Now, did I miss anybody's country? I always ask. Somebody said the United States. You are here, you have, of course, been a citizen for some time. So let me move ahead. For years, America has been a beacon of hope and a prospect for opportunity for people from around the globe. And you ask, why is this? It's because of the ideals that we as Americans hope to hold true. And they go back to at least the Declaration of Independence. Remember that declaration. It said in part, we hold these truths to be self-evident. It said that all men, but we know now we'd say persons. All persons are created equal, and they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, among persons, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. We all know the promise of Declaration, and we also know the promise of our Constitution. Under our Constitution, we have the right to freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of association. We have the right to due process of law. Our property cannot be taken, our liberty taken without due process of law. And we have a guarantee that people will receive the equal protection of our laws. And so that is why That is why people for generations have sought to come to America. That is why they've seen America as a prospect of hope. That is why. Now, let me just say this. It's not just one way, though. The people are looking to America to see what it can provide, but America itself welcomes people from around the globe. We cherish diversity. We welcome the fact that you are persons that have special talents, and we want you as Americans and what you bring to America. Now, when you become American citizen, you give up your citizenship in other places, but you don't give up your tribe. We don't ask that. You give up the citizenship elsewhere, but we don't ask that you give up your religion. We don't ask you give up your heritage, and by all means, we want you to bring your talent. We do. That is what America stands for. Now we know that America is not perfect. You know that, I know that, we all know that. We know that America has not always lived up to its ideals, and I know that personally, because I was born in the South, I grew up in the South, and I was there doing some of the most serious segregation that could be practiced, and there was practiced in our country. So I am not speaking to you through rose-colored glasses, and you are not looking at America that way. But still, with all of its faults, we look to America and its ideals, and we look to perfect America and to make it a more perfect union, so that all of those ideals will be realized by each and every one of its citizens. And so, when you do become new citizens, I urge you to exercise your citizenship rights. I urge you to register to vote. I urge you to exercise your right to free speech, to association, religion. The one thing I'd like to say, and because I think it's true, no race, no religion, no ethnicity, no nationality, no sex has a monopoly on talent. And there should be and no one of those should have a monopoly on the resources and opportunities of this great land and this great city. And so I applaud each and every one of you who are coming to be new citizens. And I welcome you as new citizens. And I know that this is an exciting day for you. I know this is an exciting day for your family. I know it's an exciting day for your friends. And it's an exciting day for all of us here who are celebrating with you at this One World Day. So congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Now, we're not done yet, because you have to receive an oath before you are actually a new citizen of these United States. And so I would ask each of you who are here to become a new citizen today to please stand where you are and repeat after me. Raise your right hand, please. I state your name. Do hereby declare on oath that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state or sovereignty, of whom or which I have heretofore been a subject or a citizen. I will support and defend Constitution and the laws of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by the law. I will perform non-combatant service in the armed forces of the United States when required by the law. I will perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by the law. I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God. Congratulations to you. You are now citizens. You are now, each and every one of you, citizens of the United States of America. You may be seated if you'd like. I'm going to have members of my staff and the INS come up now. They will call off the names of the persons who will be coming, new citizens, one at a time will come across the stage. Global Cleveland is here with his representative, Sir Joe Simperman, and he will be here with a welcome packet to give to each and every one of you, and they also will have arranged so there will be a photo taken of each of you as you come to receive your certificate. So the mayor, if he's willing, and myself and whoever else, those who are in charge would like to be part of that, certainly we will oblige.
Music. Santi Maria Selvig Harry. And Tirinavajuratsu Ramalingan.
And he will get you both together. Look at husband and wife.
Victoria Profes. Arbar Isaac. Beijing Xiao. Maria Buhera. Santoshi Tamang and Tashdasi Tamang. Serena Rama. Nadia Damon. Niru Ningshuri. Randan. Naina Sutar. And Padma Lakandri.
So, wasn't that beautiful? Congratulations again for everyone for today. We want to take this opportunity for 1 minute to tell you about the most exciting project for the gardens in 100 years. And this is to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the gardens. So we called it, there will be a plaza on this exact space where we are now that will be called the Cultural Gardens Centennial Peace Plaza. This will be the center of action in the Gardens Place. This will be a destination for all the communities to come and join each other in having art performances, education, music, dancing, and gathering. This will be the gathering space for the people of the world in Cleveland, Ohio. Here's the rendering of it. We're hoping to have it ready by one more day next year with all your support. Thank you.
And now I'd like to ask the students from Hawkins School to come up, and they will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. And be sure you look at the program. This tells you all the activities on all the stages as well as in the gardens. At 2 o'clock here will be a ballet performance, for example, and this is where you can find out what's happening. And so now if you would please rise as the Hawkins students come on to lead us in our Pledge of Allegiance. And here we go to welcome our new naturalized citizens in the Pledge of Allegiance. That concludes our One World Day naturalization and ceremony. To begin the day, I want to thank our judge, Solomon Oliver, and Mayor Jackson, and President Wild Curry, and let the activities all start. Make sure you get through all the gardens, and thank you for your support, and see if you can come to the Federation tent and see the activity that's happened over the past 100 years. We have some nice displays to see the different gardens. So thank you very much for coming, and hopefully we'll see you next year, the last Sunday in August. Put it on your calendars, come back, we'll have a wonderful time. Thank you, everyone.